today's video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about farming Primordial Guardian Radix in Borderlands 4. I'll provide the location of all 3 vault pieces and where the archway entrance is located. I'll discuss all 6 legendary drops and the legendary effects that are available on each one, as well as a deep dive into the actual fight itself. And near the end, I'll give you a few strategies that helped me optimize my time farming Primordial Guardian Radix inside Borderlands 4. First off, we should start by going over the location of the 3 vault fragments. The first is located in the Lopside region of Carcadia Burn, right here on the map. The second vault fragment can be found in the Tonnage Peel region of Carcadia Burn, and that's right here on the map. And finally, the third fragment is located in the Ruined Sumplands region of Carcadia Burn, which can be found here on the map. Now that we have all 3 vault fragments, it's time to head to the vault entrance archway, and that can be located right here. The closest fast travel point to the vault entrance is the Rustical Pearl, located here on the map. Simply follow this path from the fast travel to get to the vault entrance. Alright, so now let's take a look at the legendary drops that you can get from Primordial Guardian Radix. First up, we have the legendary shotgun Anarchy with the legendary effect Mutualism, which states, on auto reload or kill, grants plus 15% damage and negative 15% accuracy for a maximum 20 stacks, which reset on manual reload. Next up on the list is the Adrenaline Pump Rep Kit with the legendary effect Blood Rush, which states automatically restores health on second wind. Next up is the legendary Forge Knight class mod Forge Master with the legendary effect that states all forge skills can now be used once on cooldown. Next up, we have the legendary Gravatar class mod Scientist with the legendary effect that states whenever Harlow shocks an enemy, she automatically entangles and irradiates that enemy. Whenever Harlow entangles an enemy, electric arcs shoot out from that enemy to other nearby enemies. Next up, we have the legendary Siren class mod Teen Witch with the legendary effect that states, when Vex has a maximum health, her lifesteal partially applies to shields. When Vex has maximum shield, her lifesteal, partially grants overshield. And finally, we have the legendary Exo Soldier class mod Grenade Zerker with the legendary effect that states whenever Rafa throws a grenade or a Tedior gun, he throws an additional one. Now, let's take a few minutes and discuss the fight with Primordial Guardian Radix. To start, I just want to say that this is one of my favorite fights in all of Borderlands 4. From the arena to Radix's actual moveset, even how the bastard dies is just an absolute chef's kiss. Radix is a master of shock attacks, as all of his attacks have an element of shock to them. So if you're rocking an energy shield, you're really gonna feel it. Radix has an extensive moveset compared to most bosses in Borderlands 4. One of the first things that it does usually in a fight is summon a series of massive floating rocks that orbit Radix as if he's a bloody planet. It uses these as cover against your attacks, as well as ammunition as he hurls these massive rocks in your general direction. Radix can also summon rocks that come up from the ground beneath you. The ground will change color and give you lots of notice when this is going to take place. A simple dodge left or right, you're all good. Another thing to watch out for is when Radix slams the ground with his fists. If it uses one arm and the slam is kind of off to one side of his body, then it will be the shockwave attack. You can either hide behind one of the rocks on the ground, or if you want to get fancy, you can just time the shockwaves as they come and you can jump over each one as it passes by. The other attack is a two-handed ground slam that has a different pattern of shockwave that expands out from the point of impact. Another large part of Radix's moveset is when it seems to pull a massive spike from the ground that it wears as some sort of rock gauntlet of death. While it has this gauntlet on its arm, Radix has a few moves that only occur during this time, such as the attack where Radix smashes his way underground and tunnels towards your last seen location and drives his massive spike fist up through the ground for a deadly attack. Another attack exclusive to the spike gauntlet is the one where Radix jumps high into the air and comes smashing down, slamming the ground with the massive rock spike gauntlet, leaving behind a shock AoE effect emanating out from the point of impact. Radix can also use the gauntlet to fire large shock blasts at you, so keep an eye out for that. The last attack I'll go over is the move that only takes place in the final 2 armor health bars that Radix has, and it's an attack where it will begin to float in the air and you'll see a series of smaller rocks floating in the air above it. When these floating rocks stop moving, they will fire a shock attack down at the ground. It's giving very lightning bolts from the sky kind of vibes. You can use the rocks in the sky to tell where each attack is going to rain down, or you can also look at the ground to see where the color changes is and see where the attacks are going to hit. As far as strategies that I found useful, there were a few. The first one that comes to mind is super simple and super straightforward. Blue sand equals you're about to get messed up in some shape or form. It might be coming from below or it might be coming from above, but if you see blue sand, get the hell out of there because something is coming your way and it's going to be a huge ass shock attack of some kind. Next up, you might have noticed Radix fire jagged clumps of rock from his shoulders onto the ground. These act kind of like mines. If you get too close, they will go off, causing huge damage, especially to your shields. On the flip side of that, these mines also can be used to get a second wind if you go down. So, bit of a double-edged sword, can be very handy, but if you run into one, you will definitely feel it. Another useful thing that I found out was that if you do end up going down and are looking for something to shoot to get your second wind, and you can't see any of the aforementioned rock mines, make sure you try and shoot one of the pangolins that are scurrying around the arena. These go down really easy unless they are curled up in a ball. In this form, they have an extra armor health bar that you'll have to whittle down before getting that second wind. Here is a clip of an entire fight of mine with Primordial Guardian Radix, just so you can get an idea of how everything plays out. Well, I think that's everything that you need to know to easily farm Primordial Guardian Radix for some legendary loot. Hopefully, RNG is on your side and you can farm all the roles that you're looking for quickly and efficiently. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. That's going to do it for me today. As always, this is Blue Lungs. Cheers!